Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What up? What's up? Sunday vibes. Sunday fun day vibes. Sunday fun day vibes. Let's get the dirty laundry out the way. Dirty laundry out the way. Let's do the dirty laundry out the way. We doing the dirty laundry out the way. What's up? Come in. Come in. Put where you're from. Where you from? Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Sunday fun day. End of the summer Sunday fun day. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it on the TikTok or on the Instagram. Yes, sir. What up? What up? What up? I'll put it low. What's up? What's up? What up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Put in the chat. Put in the chat. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know what that is, but whatever. Yo, yo, what up? What up? What up? How's everybody's weekend? Everybody weekend. How's everybody weekend? Do that. So what up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on? Where y'all from? Where y'all from? I'm just doing the dirty laundry right now. Doing dirty laundry. I don't know why dirty laundry's a thing, but we got 4 minutes till we go live, baby, till the class starts. Let's get Liddy in the chat. Put in the chat where y'all from, man. Where y'all from? Where y'all from? Where y'all from? It's good to see everybody. You know me, I gotta put the dirty laundry out there. Not gonna lie, I'm very tired, man. I'm very, very tired. Very, very tired this weekend. What's up? What up? Put in the chat. Put in the chat where y'all from. What we doing Sunday? What are you doing for Sunday? What's good? What's up? What's up? What up? I think we did. Yeah, I think we did all the dirt. We aired out all the dirty laundry. That could be dirty laundry. Oh shit. Just cause I'm on the 1 minute time frame, this shit keeps changing. Yo, what's good? What's up? Malaysia's in the fucking building. He's always in the building. Malaysia always represent NYC in the building. NYC like Manhattan? Like Manhattan, NYC? GB. Oh, Great Britain. Damn, I never heard of them put GB. They usually put UK, uh London. He said GB in the house. Canada's in the building. Canada, where excuse me, where I'm from Canada. Houston's in the building. Is it my first Houston? Shit, could be the first Houston in the building. Hammer time's in the fucking building. Let's go. Let's go. Curious guys. Yo, India's in the effing building too. India is in the effing building. Put the likes in the chat. I mean, not the likes in the chat. Put the likes up. Put the likes up if you like this whole syllabus we're doing. This whole lesson we got tonight. Just curious, guys. Which one do you want me to start off with? Like, I want to gauge the audience tonight. Like, what are we really struggling with? Like, which one do we get off from first? Because I know how to. There's a certain sequence for these items to be discussed, but if you want me to concentrate on something more than the other, we're gonna do that tonight. We're gonna do that tonight, 7 o'clock on the dot. Maybe a lot. Let's give it like a little Filipino time. Give it about 5 minutes. 5 minutes for more people to answer, and we'll start. We'll start in about 5 minutes. Put in the chat, guys. Put in the chat. Which of these 5 topics you want me to discuss more of? Want me to start with? You just want me to go with the lesson plan? And we're gonna do live Q&A at the end, right? So I'm gonna do the presentation, and then questions is gonna be at the end, right? I don't want to when I start teaching, I don't want to kill the vibe. I mean, I'm gonna ask questions during the teaching. Just put in the chat what the answers are. I'll look over at the chat a couple of times, um, and we'll go from there, man. I mean, you guys did the first step. You guys got in the live stream, so it's been great, man. The last couple of weeks, live stream has been popping. Every time I do a free class, a lot of people open up their eyes. So I'm very excited for you guys. So I do it all the time. There's a lot of gems in here, um, dropped, and it's just every section, bro. Every like top to bottom here, except for yeah, the Q&A too is great, but from top to bottom, it's a lot of shit that if somebody were to just summarize this before I learned everything on my own, it would have been great because it would have gave me a fucking roadmap to what the hell is going on with the market or whatnot. But yo, we before we start, bro, we live this week, man. I made a special announcement last night on the Discord, on the socials. We live on Tasty Trade, Tasty Live, guys. So Tasty Live, right? So let's don't get it twisted, guys. Let's see. Let me bring up Tasty Live. So, guys, these guys, we've been doing some crazy work this couple of weeks. We've been grinding hard, and we getting noticed out here. So we doing a live interview this Thursday at 3:30. We going live with Tasty Live. Tasty Live. I don't know if you guys ever put a yes in the chat if you guys ever heard of this YouTube channel. But your boy is getting on there at Thursday, 3:30 p.m. We're talking about whatever we're gonna talk about today in an audience that has almost 500,000 subscribers. So that's the stuff that we're talking about. I'm a little ant compared to them, but I'm making noise, man. We making we making noise, boy. We making noise. We making a lot of noise, guys. Like this is huge, right? This is huge for the Foot Clan, right? Because you guys are already You guys are already in this live stream, right? So once we get this kind of exposure, there's gonna be waves of people coming. Waves. I'm telling you, waves from the topic that I'm talking about today. It's basically the same setup um that we're gonna talk about on Tasty Live, but it's just on a bigger audience, like I'm I'm a newbie, guys. I just started this year on actually, exposing my edge. And I felt like to expose the edge, I mean, trading is a lonely game. I don't know what kind of part of you are in your journey. It's very lonely when you start trading and when you start, hopping strategies and try to find a strategy that you actually like. That's with your personality. Um, but I found something and I want to share it with the world. And, been sharing with the world for a couple of months now, and it's been sticking with everybody, and it's been getting noticed uh, from top to bottom. And we're actually making, we're making an imprint, actually a footprint on the industry right now. Like nobody's talking about it. All of Nobody is talking about this stuff, right? Even these are like words that people are not even talking about. Like search volume footprint candles on anywhere, they're not gonna talk about it. Search aggression and absorption, nobody's talking about this stuff, right? Well, pivot model is my own stuff. There's definitely nobody talking about that. But I'm just saying, like nobody's talking the way I'm talking about order flow, about watching the market, about why markets move. Nobody is talking it the way I'm talking about it. And nobody's talking on a daily basis, right? Y'all can talk your smack, oh, I caught it from a supply and demand zone. I caught it from a trend line break. But y'all, everybody that's using just regular candlesticks, they're not catching these kind of topics or whatnot. So, we're starting to get noticed, right? And this is the first big platform that noticed us, right? There's a couple of platforms that reached out, but this one, I used to watch them when I started trading because I was from I started with forex, then I went to options, and then eventually futures. But uh, this network is one of the networks that I was, you know, that's big in the space for options. So and then now they moved into just like financial advice and the whole spectrum of the stock market and paper assets. So this is a great collab that we're gonna do. Great interview on Thursday, and I'm glad to be a part of it. And real recognizes real. I mean, if we're gonna type it out on the fucking blackboard, you know what I mean? Recognize, Real recognize real. You know, real recognize real, and I hope this is one of many collabs that we're gonna about to do. But it's just the beginning um for the Foot Clan and what we've been talking about. And more, not that I need it, not that I need it, but I'm the only one talking about this space. And it's great for, people that you watched before now validating what you're doing. It's a big step. I mean, I'm proud of it. I'm not gonna lie here and say like, like, oh yeah, they reaching out to me, what I'm saying? Like, they want me to like no, I'm just grateful like for the opportunity to be on this show and do a live interview with them and show what we got on what's going on in the Foot Clan and what's the the um the ideas and topics that is really just moving the market right now that nobody's talking about, right? Nobody is talking about this stuff. So I'm gonna put the syllabus up right today, what topics we're gonna go over. All right. We're gonna give it about 2 more minutes. I think everybody came in, right? So let's just do another roll call. Where we at? What city we're coming from? Uh, yeah, roll call. Put your city in there. Put your city in the chat, and I'll look at the chat and we'll shout out all the cities, and we'll go from there. But before that, let me just take the piss break, and I'll be right back. And we could do it. So starting soon, guys. Starting very soon. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Don't be too late. Gem's about to drop. All right. All right. All right. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. We gave enough time. We gave enough time for people to come in, right? Quebec's in the building. Yeah. India. Cool. New Mexico. Oh shoot. New Mexico is in the building. Um, Toronto. Damn, Canada's been killing it. Canada all day in here, and New Mexico. Atlanta. Atlanta's in the effing building. Atlanta in the effing building, guys. All right. Let's see. Let's see where we're gonna start. Volume footprint candles. New Mex. No, we're gonna answer questions later. Entry and volume footprint candles. All right, let's go with the lesson. Romanian sniper in the building. He's always in the building. Love the support. My guy, every live stream coming in here. He killing it too on the premium side. All right, so guys, number one. Let's start it off. Number one is what is the whale pivot model, right? So you guys, I don't know, I'm gauging maybe you saw my video once or twice. Maybe you joined the Discord, got the checklist, right? And you're starting to you're getting in here, you're getting ready for a Monday, and you're like, yo, what is the whale pivot model? What am I supposed to look at with your checklist and against the chart? You know, what is this whale pivot model you're talking about? So, guys, the reason why, let's just reason why I keep talking about this whale pivot model, okay? Whale pivot model is because it speaks for itself, okay? This model, it speaks for itself. It's what identifies my entry trigger for my model. So my model, if you're I mean all of you have come here because you understand that my model has to do with number 1 has to do with order flow. Okay? Has to do with order flow, right? You're intrigued. How the heck does TradingView have order flow, and can you tell me why is that an advantage? Okay, perfect. You're in the right class. Now you have to first understand what I teach. I teach what is called a whale pivot model. Okay. The whale pivot model is my edge, is my unique thing that's only coming from me, that I have derived, I have created because of 6 years experience in the market, coming from different parts of strategies. You name, I tried everything. Okay. I tried ICT. I know that's a trigger word for everybody, right? ICT. I've tried trend lines. Come on, man. Everybody's done it. I've tried EMA bounces or rejects, EMA plays. Okay. I tried supply and demand. Okay. I tried RSI. All right. So these are the strategies that I've tried. I know that you're in this class because you have tried one. Well, actually, let's exit one of these strategies. Okay. Why? Can you tell me in the chat why all these five strategies, well, they work, but what is the product of this? What is the product of all of these strategies? What are you looking at from all of these damn strategies? Right? They work if you have proper risk management, but that's another lesson. But what are you looking at here that is already not an advantage for you? Right? What are you guys looking at? Right? You're looking at what I call, this is the falling footprint candles, but if I switch to regular candlesticks, you're just looking at this. Basically, this is what you're looking at. Okay? You're looking at the result of order flow. Right? These candles are the result. I want to put it here just to make an emphasis, a result of order flow. Now, how do we define order flow? Right? How do we define order flow? Actually, let's just talk about, right? Before we talk about, this is just the result of order flow and why you're struggling. What is these candles? What do they tell you, right? This is one of the major weaknesses of it, is the result of order flow. But what does it eventually just tell you? Regular candlesticks. It's a result of order flow, but sorry. Again, let me bring this up because I want to talk about the whale pivot model. Your candlesticks only tell you the open, the close, the high, low. Okay? Do you understand anatomy of this, right? Opening, close, high, and low. So where in that whole model do you understand, where do you see the buying versus selling? Right? And here, the whole thing here, right? This is a Japanese candlestick. Where are you seeing the buying and the selling, right? Because ultimately, what you guys are trading, right? What you want to know is you want to identify the buying and the selling, right? You're trading, what I trade is Nasdaq futures, and I want to identify who's buying and who's selling, right? When you do a regular candlestick, you only know the open, the close, the high, and the low. When do you identify the buying and the selling? When do you identify it? How do you identify it from this? How do you know? Right? You open and you close up here. Do you assuming that from here open to close that there's buyers? You're assuming it? So you're just basically in this Japanese, you're basically guessing, right? If you're assuming, right? If you're assuming, you're just basically guessing at this point. You're guessing. Don't tell me otherwise. You're guessing, right? Right? You are guessing. I don't care if you have a fair value gap. I don't care if there's an order block right here. This is all derived from the open, the close, the high, and the low. You are just assuming. You're assuming what's happening inside the candles, inside. So you do not know what's going on inside the candles, right? You do not know what's going inside the candles. And you tried all this, right? Sometimes it works, right? Sometimes these works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, right? So let me introduce you to order flow, right? Order flow on TradingView. Now, the whale pivot model, there's a lot of trigger words, right? Basically what it is absorption, aggression, and a delta flip. This is the core of my entry trigger, the core of my whole concept. This is the heartbeat of what the F is going on in the market, right? This is what happens in every candlestick. There's either absorption, aggression, or a delta flip. It happens every single day. This whole model happens every single day. Now, how do you look at absorption, aggression, delta flip in these candlesticks? Right? How do you look at it? Right? How do you look at that? So what I do is I do volume, footprint, candles on trading view, right? So my whole screen, I don't know if you guys are familiar, this is trading view, okay? I look at volume, footprint, candles. And when you go to the chart type up here, you could see clearly right here, these are volume, footprint, candles, okay? Volume, footprint, candles right here. Volume, footprint, candles. And what they show you essentially on the volume, footprint, candles is we have a candle or like right here, right? Let's just take the extension off. We have a green candle right here. All it's saying is we're gonna put some numbers here. 300. We're going to put 200. Bear with me. 100 at the bottom, right? We're going to have 10, 20, and 30. Okay. Now, when you open up the volume footprint candles, that's how it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like this because my settings for Nasdaq futures, okay, is set up to make it look like this. All right. So, what is a footprint candle? The footprint candle is basically on the right side is the buying, on the left side is the selling. Okay. Basically, what it is buying and selling. If you want to get technical, if you guys have been in the game for a long time, it's the ask, right? This is the ask, and this is the bid. Okay. Now, let's understand why this candle is green. Okay. This candle is green because if you look to your right, there's 300 buying volume, 200 buying volume, 100. So there's more buying volume than selling volume on your left, right? There's more aggressive buying on the right than there are aggressive selling on the left. Actually, this is just selling, not aggressive. There's more aggressive buyers on the right. Okay, so if you look, if you turn on the volume footprint candles, let it load, you could see there's two numbers, okay? You could see there's numbers on the right and the numbers on the left. On the right are buyers, and numbers on the left are sellers. Now, when I go back to this, these are executed orders. We're not fucking around with limit orders. We're not fucking around with level 2. We're not fucking around with the heat map. These are actual e- executed orders in front of your face, right? So you get to see the number, right? You get to see the numbers here. Now, when you get to see the numbers, it fixes a couple of things. It fixes your, I don't want to just keep like going ahead, but it fixes your confidence. Uh, it fixes your psychology. Why? Why does it fix your psychology? Oh, sorry, I missed a note. But why does it fix your psychology and your confidence? Why? Why does it? Sorry, I keep missing the oh, bro. Why does it miss? Why does it fuck around? Why is confidence here and psychology in here? Why? Why is this a big thing here? Because everything is now, right? Everything is now. Sorry about the check marks. Everything is now objective. Okay? Objective. So all this is executed orders. So now, if we're starting at the open and we get more buying volume, more then selling volume, this, of course, this candle is going to close higher, right? Because we have so much buying volume on your right. So do you understand now that you're going to fix your confidence and your psychology? Because now you can see the buying and the selling inside the damn candle. Now, if you reverse it, right, we put 30 to 300. We put 20 to 200. Okay, 10 to 100. And then we change this to red because sellers are definitely in control, right? We started up here, okay? And it bought price lower because of the aggressiveness of sellers hitting the bid, smashing it. They don't care about the price. They just want to sell and get out or sell to open. We don't know, but there's more aggressive sellers than buyers. Okay? So that is what you have to know for the buying and the selling inside the candles. Now, I'm going to give you a gem here, and I give this gem in every live stream, and it's an eye opener, right? Once you understand this, right, what's going on here, okay? Basically, essentially, for my seasoned traders, this is depth of market right by your candle, okay? Depth of market right by your candle. Now, we're going to give you a gem. I don't know if you saw it on the checklist, but I have a whale pivot model. Okay, now you know how to read footprint candles. I have a whale pivot model. All right, now let's define a whale, guys. Let's define a fucking whale because this is one of my best parts in the whole lesson. What is a whale? Put in the chat. What is a damn whale, guys? What is a whale? What do you think? What do you think when you hear me say whale? Whale. What do you think when you hear me say a fucking whale? A whale. Do you think is something to ignore? When you're watching and you're day trading, do you think a whale is something that you have to ignore or something you have to keep an eye on? Right? Put in the chat, what do you think a whale is? It's huge, right? It's huge. What do you think? It's huge, right? These are large participants in the market. Okay? These are Not one individual, maybe not two, but a whole group of individuals coming into the market at a certain price. And what I'm about to give you right now is something that you're supposed to screenshot. Volume greater than 400. Volume greater than 400 is considered, sorry, it's considered a whale in the markets. Okay, it doesn't matter on the buying side or on the selling side. A fucking 400 greater than 400 is a whale in the market. Okay? Now, what do these whales do when they enter the market? Please tell me. What is our next trigger word that happens? Right? What is our next trigger word that happens when the whale gets into the market? Come on. Come on. Tell me in the chat what happens when the whale gets in here. What happens, right? When the whale gets in here, okay, let's draw. There's either two things that happen, right? When the whale gets in here, we're either going to go straight down or we're going to go straight the F up, okay? Off of that whale. Off of the whale, we're going to pivot higher or lower. There's no sideways action when a whale comes in here. Ain't no sideways action. There's either we're going up or we're going down. Now, couple of advantages for you guys trading options, zero DTEs or weeklies, right? It's a pivot, right? With when you're trading options, time decay or whatever the case is, theta, where it eats up at it. But once they enter, it's gonna move the market. It's going to move the market, right? So when a whale enters the market over 400, it's going to pivot the market either direction that you decide to do. Now, if you like all this shit, I mean, if this is something you never known before, like, put the likes on the video. Come on, put the likes on the video. Like it up, because you have never ever saw or nobody have told you that whales, my whales, move the market, right? You don't know that, right? So put the likes, like it, keep liking. Come on, like it, because this is an eye opener, right? A volume over 400 is going to pivot the damn market, right? And how we determine the pivot is through aggression or sorry, aggression or absorption. Okay. Whenever you get live with me, whenever you are trading with me, these are the words that I'm going to keep on putting in your face, right? We have a large whale, with they're being aggressive or they're being absorbed. And after that, we're looking for a delta effin flip. Okay. So what delta is, let's just like delete all this stuff because what delta ultimately is, guys, on the footprint is that is the ask versus the bid. Okay. So what ultimately is hold on, is that delta equals ask versus the bid. I mean ask minus the bid, sorry. Ask minus the bid, right? So ask minus the bid. So now if delta is negative, oh sorry. If delta is negative, it equals seller's control. If it is positive, buyers control. Okay, so essentially, that is what delta means on your footprint, and that is what we call confirmation. Okay? Confirmation. Okay, so delta is just confirming if sellers or buyers are in control of the candle. Okay, now, how do we determine? Nah, I'm going to do a different one. How are we going to determine aggression versus absorption, right? So we have, let's start with, I always like green candles for some reason. I'm always a fucking long guy. All right. So we're going to get a 400 down here. I mean, right in the middle. See a 400 right here. Then we have, I don't know, let's take 40 just to make it very noticeable, right? So here we have a footprint, right? That marks, so we have a 400 greater volume, right? So when that 400 comes into the market, right? We want to identify if this is going to be aggression or absorption. And how do we identify absorption or aggression? So when these large whales come into the market, right? We want to make sure that these 400 right here is moving the market. When it moves the market to their directional bias, right? So 400 is on the buying side. So when it moves it higher like this, okay, this 400 I consider aggression. Anyone confused about that, right? When the whale comes in, right? This is your second gem that nobody has ever told you, right? When a whale comes in and it goes right like this is a sign of aggression. Why is it a sign of aggression, right? From this price level, buyers stepped in. Market buy here. Market buy. They keep market buying in. And what does that do to the price? It raises it. All those executed aggressive market orders have gone and computed into the market and pushed price higher. That is aggression. Now, what happens, right, if you see this 400 again, right? Like, let's see you see this 400 on the buy side. Actually, let's put it I guess right here, right? And we close like this, right? So there's a 400 buyer guy here, a whale, right? Because we understand that the sellers are less number than the buyers, and they tried to hit buy here all of a sudden. All buy, all buy, all buy market orders, all buy market orders. But what happens here? The candle closed lower and it closed red, right? What happens inside here? What happens inside this damn box, right? What happens right inside of this, guys? There are larger sell limit orders. So your boy, right? Your boy over here tried to bring price higher. I'm gonna fucking market order. Not your boy, all your boys. Whoever. They're coming in here. Oh shit, market order, market buy, my market order, market buy, market order, market buy, market order, market buy, and bam. Now, what are you supposed to do with this? Right here. What are you supposed to do with this when you see this? Right? They're trying. There's so much. They're pressing buy here. It doesn't matter. I don't know who they are. They just keep pressing buy, but the candle closed lower here. Now, what happens when this shit happens is that what happens here? Guys, what happens when you see a first sign of absorption? This is absorption. This is absorption 101. Absorption 101. Right here, guys. This is absorption 101. Right? This is your third effing gem in the whole live stream. Okay? So you get what I'm saying now. Right? Do you get the kind of um value I just gave to you? Right? Because there's two things that you're gonna have to know too, guys. If you guys kind of confused, right? There's market orders. Yeah, market orders and there's limit orders. That's the only two fucking orders that come into the market, okay? There's market orders or limit orders. And then you break it down to active orders, right? When everyone talks about this shit, active orders and passive orders, right? Right? They're gonna talk about active orders or passive orders, right? So basically, we're talking about our market orders on the volume footprint candles, right? These are not limit orders. Do you think we're bitches out here? We don't do limit orders, right? We do market orders and we analyze market orders only. What we do here on the Foot Clan trading, right? We know bitches. We analyze executed orders. Okay? We not no little bitches on Bookmap watching for a damn level to hit so we can limit order there. We're analyzing executed fucking orders. Okay? And I just gave you a plethora of gems to go back and back test. Okay? So you understand how to read volume footprint candles. You understand the volume footprint candles. You understand the whale pivot model, right? And you understand entry confirmation. Now, entry confirmation, right? Entry confirmation is then bringing you back to the whale pivot model. Okay? Whale pivot model. If you want to enter and you want to confirm, you have to do a couple of things, right? You have to see if there's absorption, aggression, or a delta flip. Okay? You have to look at that on the 1 minute candle. Okay? If you stayed this long, you're scalpers. You're scalpers in the chat, right? I only want scalpers. I only want scalpers, snipers. I don't know what you want to call it, right? We the best of the best, guys. We are the best of the best, and people are going to recognize it, right? How could you snipe on the 1 minute? How do you know what the fuck is going on in the 1 minute? How could you know how is your risk like so small, but you get so much R or you get so much TP and when it hits every time? Because we're disciplined, right? When we see a setup, we attack it And when we're wrong fast, and when we're right, we're right fast, but we're right big time, more than our losses. So if you understand what absorption and aggression delta flip means, your scalper and your sniper on the 1 minute, all this falls into place. Okay. Now there's so much more you have to learn, right? There's so much more you have to learn. You have to learn context. You have to learn location. You have to learn confirmation, right? You have to learn execution. You also have to learn risk management, how to manage your capital, right? You have to know all of these, right? I just gave you my entry trigger, right? So go back, right? Do all the back tests you want to do, but ultimately you have to pair my entry trigger with context, location, confirmation, execution, and risk management, right? It sounds a lot when we're all doing it on the 1 minute, right? We're all doing all these context stuff in the 1 minute time frame. There's no skipping it. There's no like, okay, um, I'm gonna wait till 10 o'clock, 10:30. No, we're going at 9:30, New York Open, and then we're doing everything that we've talked about to this point, and then these are just more of what you have to look for. So if your personality is you could handle everything that we just shown you and more, right? You have to make quick decisions off that shit, right? I'm gonna show you right now on Friday just um a recent thing in live markets because we can't show it right now because it's Asia, right? So on Friday, so you can see here Friday vibes right here. Like look right here in the bottom, it says Friday, August 25th, right? What do you see here? What do you see here? Put in the chat what you see here, right? You could ignore all this shit here. Look at all this shit behind you, right? There's nothing that tell you that a whale has entered the market, right? Look at all of here. There's nothing right here. There's no whale, right? We get a whale at 11:33 here. And I think this is New York high. If I zoom out, probably no, it's not. But we're above certain things that is going to tell us that this 400, that whale at 11:33, come back to it right here. You can't see it, but there's a fucking whale right here. Do you see it in your fucking face? Do you see it? Right? There's a fucking whale in your face, right? Not no motherfucker. This is a whale. And then there's two whales, and there's four whales. There's four fucking whales right here. Okay? There's a fifth whale. And then we just keep going higher and higher. Okay, till we get the 600 whale right here. But do you understand from here, there's a 393 seller here compared to your 670, right? So you have to understand that when you follow the order flow here from all the way down here, okay, from here, if you want to put the long shit, right? You want to put the stop loss at the bottom candle. There's other ways of putting stop losses, but if you put the stop loss on the bottom of the damn candle, this is Friday. Guys, look, this is Friday, guys. Friday. Like I'm not showing you Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, bro. This happens every day, right? So I'm showing you Friday, right? And I'm showing you a stop loss that makes sense underneath the whale, right? You understand underneath the whale, okay? The motherfucker came in. Sorry, the ghetto's coming out, but sorry. The whale came in, guys, okay? And then the two, there's a one whale, there's a two whale, and there's a three whale. If I bring this shit back over here, there's one whale and two whale and three whale from the original whale, making it four whales and then a fifth whale. Okay? And then a sixth whale up here. But when the sixth whale is already there, come follow me. Come follow me with the long shit. Oh, damn, it's even further. Oh my God. Sorry. We get to 471. Okay, right here. We get to 70, right? If we close, we zoom out, right? We get a 78-point move from that low. So what is our risk to reward ratio if you're looking at it? What is the risk to reward ratio when the fuck are you looking at it? Right? Guys, does this make sense to you, or are we still like nah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. You mean the whales come in, but I don't believe you. Look at it, guys. This is a 13R. This is a 13R. And the only reason I did not take this is because I've caught multiple R all week the fuck long. Right? But this is the power, right? If you lost all week, if you lost 13 trades all week, if you lost all week, this one trade would have erased all your damn trades on a Friday. Right? Do you understand the power? Do you understand the power now? Right? I'm not just drawing this green box, right? Like look. I'm not here and I don't post, well, I do post this stuff because it's intriguing, right? Because how does this motherfucker know that this shit is going? I don't know the end point, but I do know when it starts. Okay? But I do know when to exit it as well. So if we're just looking at a starting point in the market, I mean, I did a great job, right? Because there's a whale right effing here, right? A lot of like 5 minute traders look for a pullback. A lot of people are just looking for supply and demand play or bounce or whatever. What are we looking at here? Like, let's just zoom out on regular candlesticks, guys. And what are we looking at here that is justifies this move? Justifies this move. There's nothing. Where's your? There's fair value gaps here. There's multiple fair value gaps on a Friday. On a Friday, right? This shit is not supposed to happen, right? There's not supposed to happen. How do you know it? How do you get a 13R off this shit? Off a 5 minute play. One, two, no, not even 10 minute play. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Off a 8 minute play, bro? No. Because we understand that the whales are entering the market, right? Look at this whale. What did I just teach you? 400, 500, 400, 400, 400 again. Absorption, 400 got absorbed. 670 up here, right? Right. When we get to this point, right? If you're not going to take profit up here, right? Cool. We didn't catch 78. But when this whale, 670, there's a 493 right here. When sellers start to fight back, what happens with this 493? Guys, what happens with this 493? Okay, right? If you want to do a mean reversion play, what are we doing? Can we just call it mean reversion play? What, back to the low? I don't know. Back to the low until we, figure out what the fuck's going on with order flow? Can we just take the mean reversion play until we find out what's going on with order flow? Can we do that too? Right? This is when buyers start to fight back. A 451 here. Right? Can we just make another 34-point play on top of the fucking 60-point play you just made? Right? Can we just buy this right here and have a fucking multiple R like crazy? Like, can we get these pivots going off? Like, what are we talking about here? If we zoom out, what are we talking about here? You guys are not happy with a 70-point move from a buyer down here? From value area high? Like, what are we even looking at? Like, you guys are not happy? Right? Another whale coming here. So guys, and then another look, there's another large whale seller right here. Another large whale seller right here. This, okay, this stand to the right, sorry. Okay? Large whale seller. Mean reversion play. Like, are we not doing mean reversion plays to value area high? Like, what are we doing here? So when I draw the purple box, I'm not talking shit. Look at the precision. Okay? Is this scripted? I just want to show you this. I just want, if I zoom out, I just want to show you this. This 13R. But I'm showing you already a fucking 4R. I'm showing you a fucking 5R. And then I'm showing you, I didn't even put the short here. I didn't even put the fucking short here. I didn't even put the short here. Oh, sorry. From here. I didn't even put the short here. What are we doing? The fuck we doing? What are we doing here? And then this guy, I don't know where this guy came out of, lunch hour at 12:21, but this buyers came in here, stacked bullish imbalances, hit the purple box to the T. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, I'm not showing you one, I'm showing you two, I'm showing you three, I'm showing you four, and I'm showing you a five right here. Off the shit that I'm not even supposed to show you. So what are we even talking about, guys? Right? Like, this is just the whales in the market. We didn't even go over this. Right? And all of this works if you're trading all this stuff. All of this works. And you don't understand why it works because this is ultimately what it works. Okay? Now, there's a couple of things we need to talk about before we go. Now, damn. I don't have a fucking. I don't have a fucking. Do I have it? Damn. Where is it? Sorry, guys. Let me put your questions in the chat. And we're gonna answer it. I'm just getting ready to um another eye opener for you. So, yeah. So you have to also know this stuff, guys, right? Like if you want a fucking top tick, if you want a bottom tick, you have to understand context, location, confirmation, execution, and risk management. I'm the only motherfucker talking about. I mean, nobody. I mean, I don't know. I've never been to someone's like course, and they have talked about everything here, but everything I just showed you um is what I've been always talking about. So, right, let's break it down, right? So, starter pack, guys. If you like the way I teach, right? So you saw me teach, right? I've taught from beginning of the hour to now, right? So if you like what I've been teaching you, I have a textbook thing. I have a starter pack where you get everything and you read through the textbook, you read through examples, you get to know it step by step, just reading it, text form or whatever you. This is for my people that's really just like to read, right? And just get into your head, get the information. You read it a couple of times and you just get the information. So I'm gonna put that on the link on the chat. I'm gonna put the starter pack, right? So this starter pack, guys, the starter pack is what gets you started on what I'm doing. Where's the products? Shit, it's different now. Yeah, so the starter pack gets you the fuck? Oh here. The starter pack gets you get you started on what I do on a daily basis, okay? So I'll put the link on the chat for the starter pack. This is what you get, okay? I just gave you multiple gems right now. If you want to follow that up, if you want to get into a structured and a framework that you could follow and set your charts up like this, right? If you're going to set your charts up like this, guys, and see all the whales coming into the market, guys, you can't, once you get the volume footprint candles on trading, you can't see the whales unless you get the same settings I got, right? You can't see these motherfuckers, right? You can't tell that we have a big ass whale right here and it gets invalidated because of this fucking large whale seller. And then you get these guys coming in here, and then another large whale buyer gets in here to pull the price. You can't see that unless you get the settings. Okay, the settings are part of the starter pack, right? You get the whole um, footprint settings on there, right? Right. If you get the whole footprint settings, you guys are just golden, right? Then you get the whale pivot model, uh, word for word, and then you get to learn what absorption and aggression is. A lot of examples on that. You get the delta confirmation. You get the whale alerts, bro. The whale alerts when you on mobile order flow, bro. Do you understand the shit that I offer? I offer mobile. God, oh my, like it's not even like I offer mobile. It's not even like it's not even comparable, bro. I offer mobile order flow alerts, bro. When you're on whatever, you're working 9 to 5 or whatever you do, right? And you can't be on your phone on market open. You get the fucking whale alerts. Oh my god! You get the volume profile set up. You get the key levels. I just started on the gamma exposure setup, but I'm gonna get better at it every fucking day. You get the risk management set up, and you get the step by step education. So everything you want compacted into a single item right here is a starter pack, and that gets you by years ahead, right? So once you get the um like charts set up as me, then you could do it. You could forward test it, right? So Monday, when the market comes, right, you can identify what the shit that I've been talking about, right here, right. You can identify when I say there's a large well seller coming in and then pushing price lower or higher, right? You understand that. But more, if you want more in depth, um, where is it? If you want more, sorry, if you want more access to me and you want me on a daily basis, guys, okay, you want me more on a daily basis. A guy use like I know, I understand what you're talking about. Aggression, Delta Flip. I understand. I saw all the videos. Guys, get the effing premium, guys. Right? You see this system applied in real life markets, right? You get it. And then I'm not like the shit what I'm doing right now with you guys. You get the recordings, right? Like we're going through the 9:30 opening and we're looking at absorption, aggression, delta flips. We're looking at the whale pivot model. We're looking at key levels and we're executing in real life and we're recording it. And if you're not there for the live streams, you got the recordings. And even if you're in the live stream and you don't understand it, I have detailed trade recaps, right? I have a text format, right? And then that's real market conditions. You have my all my execution thought process, and you get to ask me questions any time of day, and I'm gonna answer it, right? You want me to review your trade? You want me to review more of what the f I was doing, market open, or the bias, or the trades? So premium is where you see it applied every single day. And guys, there's a lot of people that came through the premium, right? And has been snipers ever since. If you just touch the testimonials and stuff, um, it's just a big like it's just you get to put screen time um in the markets with me and able to ask me questions and not just come from a textbook kind of thing when we do the starter pack, but yeah, for premium, it's so much value into something that's it's I don't even think it's like the only reason why I'm putting this where's the link for it? Like the only reason why I'm putting it so low for the premium access is because I want I understand already it's transferable, but I want hold on, I'm gonna put it in the chat. I want it to be um I want premium to be uh an area where it's proof of concept, right? Because I could talk all this shit on online or stuff like that and say, yeah, this will come in here. But if I get people that's coming into premium and I'm able to show my thought process and the whales and the absorption and the aggressiveness and the delta flip in real time and it happens in real time and everyone's eating, right? That's more of of like a validation for social media because trust is big in the trading space. So if I can apply it every single day right in front of your face, like there's no way to deny it. There's no way, right? And so premium shows that, right? And so premium has so much value. It's more than 100 guys. Like this is super cheap right now because what I want is every day we go on premium, right? We're posting on the wins and the profits in Discord and it's happening every single day, right? If I could load up my live stream right now, it's crazy, right? I don't even think my live stream gonna show you like I'm gonna show you my edge, but I mean like you have to understand you have to get the I have to watch my videos and understand the stuff. Let me just put the live stream. I mean the live market analysis up so you guys can see that shit. Right? So it's crazy, right? So let me close this real quick. All right. So let's go here. Right. Sorry about the 3-3. Yeah, fuck your fruit. Sorry. Like boom. What are we talking about? Bye bye NY low, large whale seller, right? Watching Jex flip. Like, so we like, I mean, if we scroll and we keep scrolling, who took the mean revert? Like, all this is this Friday? Like, I'm confused. Who took, I mean, look, I should have helped. Like, all the trade recaps are real, guys. Like, we're not fucking around here, right? All day, every fucking day, it happens. It happens every fucking day. These furrows are toast in the market, right? Boom. Like, I'm not posting this shit socially, right? I don't care. I make this money. I don't post it socially, right? Because I don't have a thing. But for my premium members, like, I show you what's real. You get what I'm saying? Are you not entertained every single day? Every single day we're not entertained? We entertain every single day. Are we not? Look, you can screen record it. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, guys? 810. Come on, man. I'm not faking it. We're not faking it. It happens every single day. It does happen every single day. We're not faking the funk. Oh, sorry. We're not faking the funk. So if you think you want to be a part of that premium, we talk Q&A, we talk execution, we make fun of each other, like people leave and then the whales come out. You get what I'm saying? So you get a whole community, and you get a whole, not only my um expertise, but I believe like some of the premium members got expertise too, right? So, if that's something for you, man, I mean, just get in there, right? Get in there. So I'm gonna leave like 2 more minutes to get like Q&A going on in the chat. Like, post your Q&A stuff on the chat, and then I'm gonna answer it. And knowing me, and you know me, I'm a unk, so I gotta pee. So I'm gonna come back. We're gonna answer questions, right? We're gonna talk shit in the chat, and yeah, let's do it. So let me go and go to the bathroom, and then we're gonna answer some questions on the chat. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. All right, let's go. Answer questions from the top. From the top. Let's clear the whiteboard. See what we got. Conley says, "How's it going?" Oh shit, Malaysia. Yep, I know. We're gonna repeat some of this stuff because just like to see what's going on in the chat. Well, why is this Xing? Okay, cool. All right, NYC in the building. NYC. I thought I asked you if you were in Manhattan. GB's in the building. I thought it was Green Bay Packers, but it's green. It's fucking Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers in the building. Canada's in the building. Houston, Quebec, India. Yeah, we did the lesson plan. Yeah, it's right there. We did the whole lesson plan. Volume, footprint, and aggression versus absorption. You got it, man. Volks trade, man. Post it. Have you learned something more than you just know from before or not? New Mexico is in the fucking building. Scuba diver, man. New Mexico. All right. Some Breaking Bad shit in the building. Do you trade only NQ or BTC too? So I trade what's called Nasdaq. Okay. Nasdaq futures. Oh shit. Nasdaq futures, and it's called NQ $NQ on TradingView, guys. Okay, that's why I trade. Tasty's a legit channel. Thank you, Jonathan. We out here, boy. What we doing, man? You're about to see me on Tasty. I'm a celebrity now, Jonathan. You better get to know me before they get to know me. Oh, bus a bar. Enroque's Atlanta's in the building. Toronto, Canada. Okay, Toronto. I've been there, bro. I'm very impressed with Toronto. I would live in Toronto. Actually, in my other lifetime, I probably was from Toronto. Roswell, New Mexico. He said he's an alien scuba diver. Quebec City, Canada. How far is that from Niagara Falls? That's my entry point when I go to Canada. Good evening, Sensei. Oh yeah, Ramon Sniper in the building. That's Gar. Yeah, we tried. None of it works. Yeah, price actions. All art. Yes, sir. Mush nose. Candlesticks. This is just past data. Yeah, actually, just the result of order flow. Yeah, past data. You could say discretional candles. Yep. The win percentage is low. What do you mean, Mush? Oh, when you're trading regular candlesticks. Candles are deceiving so much. Yeah, Cosmic in the building. That's my premium member. Cosmic, tell him what we doing in the Cosmic. Tell him what we doing in the premium, boy. Come on, man. Yeah, open, high, low, and close is just green candle. Okay, yep. Yep. Is there any kind of setting to be set on the footprint? Can you please show it, mate? Yo, starter pack, man. Everyone started with the starter pack. I can't be unfair with everyone that just started with the starter pack and give you my settings right now. You gotta buy the starter pack. Uh, to get the settings. Can it be used in gold or XAU? So gold and XAU are the same. Gold is just gold, and XAU is just the forex version. XAU is yeah, bro. Don't use XAU. Just use $GC. And you have to identify a couple of things with gold. To be relevant with gold, you have to identify what is a whale and what pivots the market with gold and what moves the market, and then you gotta define aggression and absorption with that. It's gonna take a lot of screen time and a lot of hours forward testing and back testing. But if you could do that, you could do that. But that's not my cup of tea, Mush. My cup of tea is Nasdaq futures. You see here, a lot of you, a lot of you asked me, so yeah, it's Nasdaq future. Yeah, no guessing. Yeah, JK is a large whale buyer, large whale. Yep, keep it on. Keep it on. Confirmation, yes sir. Delta flip. Yes sir. You guys are all talking in the chat. Nice. What's the name of the indicator? It's called volume, footprint candles, volume, footprint candles, right? On TradingView. Right. This is TradingView chart, guys. TradingView chart. Okay. So there's a chart type on the top here. Okay. It's called volume footprint candles right here, guys. Volume footprint candles. Let's do it. Okay. What is the purple box lining up with the buyers? The purple box is a original large whale seller. So if you look at it here, the purple box, right? The purple box is when what I've been discussing here. Look at it, right? For people paying attention, this is a large whale seller, right? Pay attention, large whale seller. Up to this point, if you guys liking the free class. Put the likes in the chat. Put the likes in the video. But this is a large whale seller. Now, if I turn on my volume on my regular candlesticks, you can't see that. You can't see that, right? It comes back up to it and then flushes. Right? Look at it. Look at the precision with the purple box. Boom, bang. Right? Do we see it? Right? Do we see it? Where was I? Can I be using bigger time frame? No, 1 minute candles, guys. 1 minute candle. Okay. Do you wait sometimes it to touch the purple line to sell, or no? Do you enter directly when you see a whale? Okay. My strategy is to follow large participant. So why would I wait for it for a pullback for them to just now guess now get not guess but like look at uh just look to see if sellers or buyers are coming into that same exact price level, right? Why, if I'm following the whales, if I'm gonna wait until again if another whale comes in, or not another whale, if aggressive buyers or seller come into that when that original whale just entered the market, right? Wouldn't you just want to follow that? I just like my model is whale pivot model. As I type it, right? As I type whale and it's part of my setup, I'm entering it, right? I don't wait for a fucking pullback. I enter when the whales enter, right? I enter when the whales enter, and that's it, bro. Like, there's no pullback, right? If the pullback happens, right? If you're a pullback guy, cool. That's a lot. There's a lot of pullback guys. Like for the whole week, there's like people like, oh shit, if it pulls back, whatever, boom, boom, boom. Okay, if it pulls back, then you get to see the sellers come in. I mean, if you're a pullback guy, and like, okay, so when you waiting, okay, guys, there's already a lot of stuff you guys are saying on the chat, right? When you are waiting, right, let's go up here. I knew that when you are waiting for a pullback, right? Why? Just think about psychology. You are not confident in your strategy. When you're waiting for a pullback, if you're trading the 1 minute volume footprint candles, you are not confident in your strategy. I'm going to confidently say that because it happens to me. And you're like, yo, how did you know it was a confirmed breakout? How did you know not to wait for a pullback? Guys, what is my strategy called? Right? Is it called a pullback? A whale pullback model? Guys, is it called a whale pullback model? Is it? Right? You are not confident in your strategy. And that's what all these gurus have been teaching you with the EMA bounce, with the fair value gaps, with your fucking supply and demand. They have conditioned you to not be confident in your strategy. You know why you're not confident in your strategy? Because you cannot see the buying and the selling inside the candles like we do right here. Like we do, right? These are regular candlesticks. But do you understand why this breakout happened? Like there's no key level here. No key level. But if you're gonna follow whale above VWAP, come on, bro. Come on. On a context, location, market structure, like there's we getting pivots in the market, guys. There's no way to even like This shit's surgical. Like I don't know how much more I need to convince you. Like this is not like it happened before, and now I'm just teaching you the way. This is Friday. This is Friday, guys. This is Friday. I could go to Thursday. We could show multiple examples. Like we're just showing you like the small portion of it. It's because you're not confident, man. Do you hear my voice? Do you understand how much confidence I have? Right. That's how you're supposed to trade, right? That's how you're supposed to trade. You're not waiting for no damn pullback, bro. You can. You can. I mean, I get if you want to. What's the pro box lining up with buyers? No, not no, lining up with buyers, lining up with sellers. Do you wait sometimes to touch? Yeah, okay. Can you show us any more trades you took, guys? How many more examples did I just went over the live market analysis, right? I'm not showing you more examples, right? Because I just showed you live market analysis, right? Does that trump examples? Like I don't have to cherry pick shit, right? I just showed you live market analysis. You could see the losers and the winners there. Can you show us any more trade? Yeah, yeah, I did that. And key levels or the whale showed up. Yeah, yeah, did that already. TradingView does not show you that exact number of contracts bought. Oh my god. Yo, paper trader, you hear every fucking live stream. Like you got nothing else to do. You got nothing else to do, right? You got nothing else to do, right? Okay. Let me just tell you his rebuttal that says you you cannot see every contract executed on TradingView. Okay, let's just put your shit up here. Your 15 minutes of fame, guy. You cannot see every contract executed on TradingView. Okay, let me tell you what volume footprint candles does. Okay, it is aggregated volume, aggregated data. Okay, okay. All right. It's tick based. He's like, oh shit, now he's about to expose himself, right? It's tick based. Okay. The data is not actual contracts executed, right? That's your whole shit, right, paper trader? That's your whole shit you're talking about. This is your whole shit. This is your whole argument that you have with me that you have to come on my live stream and say, yo, you cannot see every contract executed on TradingView is aggravated data. I'm spelling it wrong. It's tick based and data is not an actual contracts executed. I can make a whole video. I can make 300 videos on all the comments that says this. But now, how much more do we have an advantage over you, right? So volume, footprint candles. Okay, it doesn't show executed contracts. What it does show you, and it's not gonna lie, is the participation in each price level, right? And how do we measure the participation in each price level? You idiot, you fucking brokey, is volume, right? Volume at each price level. Volume at each price level, right? What the volume footprint candle does, it summarizes all your executed orders in 1 minute candle. So now you're fucked, Mr. Paper Trader. You're fucked. Because you know why you're fucked? right? Because now you have to interpret every whatever filter you put. What is it? 20? I I execute 10 minis. So what you you're not looking for me. You're looking for institutions, right? So you're looking for I'm not going to put the contract because might be an edge for you, paper trader, but it summarizes all the executed orders in 1 minute candle, right? So I could see a summary in every 1 minute candle. Now, all you see in your ATAS, your Sierra charts, whatever you use as order flow, you just see the orders, right? I could see a summary of them and I could execute all in one platform. Okay? So okay, all in one platform, right? Now take a minute to understand what's going on here. Right, you come to my live stream, you talk shit that it's not execute orders. I gave you how many? I gave you the order of how volume footprint candles looks at order flow, okay? Okay? You see it, right? Because you're I know you're using TradingView to chart, right? Why don't you just stay on TradingView and look at volume footprint candles and it summarizes everything for you? Okay? It summarizes everything for you in 1 minute candle. And not only that, you idiot, it's mobile. Okay? Mobile. Go to your platform, right? Go look at your executed order, the 5 mini, the 10 mini you want to filter out, and you think it's absorption or aggression on that shit. When I summarize it already on 1 minute, I summarize it. Summarized it. Summarized it. And I could summarize it on mobile. I can look at it. I'm a fucking waiter. I'm a nurse. I'm giving meds. I go to the med fucking room. I open my chart because I got a wait alert and I'm looking at the chart and I see all the executed buy orders and sell orders on a key level and I fucking execute and I turn my phone off. I go back to my patient. I turn my shit on and I fucking hit TP. Do you understand the fucking advantage I have over you? Over you. Do you understand how much fucking advantage you don't? You're just a troll in the comments, not executing orders. You don't use real order flow. Yeah, I use something better than your fucking software, right? Because ultimately, what moves markets, guys, right? What moves markets? It's volume. Sorry for this. The fuck? Let me put the eraser. Let me put the eraser. Delete it. Okay. Ultimately, volume moves the market. Okay. I mean, you could argue with me that executed orders move the market, but it's a volume. It's a volume of executed orders. And that's when you'll never get me, bro. You'll never effing get me because you're so stuck, right? Put right? You're like, yo, this guy used volume footprint candles, and I'm gonna use volume footprint candles on the default settings and do not understand what he's talking about. Right? How can I you can't even backtest volume footprint candles on TradingView. Right? When I execute on video, you can't backtest this shit. I'm executing at the moment. Right? I'm not executing on rewind. Look at my videos. I'm not executing on rewind, guys. I'm not telling you, oh, this shit happened here. this shit happened here. I'm executing on actual market conditions, and I'm telling you each fucking candle that's appearing. Right? All this shit that's appearing here, if I didn't go to my shoulder PT, which I did tell my all my staff, not all my staff, but all my students that I'm going to physical therapy for my shoulder, we would have caught a bag. Right? We would caught a bag. All my all my premium members can vouch for me in the comments. We would have caught a bag, but we caught a bag earlier, and that's okay. We caught it. We kept catching bangers all week long. Paper trader, you cannot even tell me why you took a trade. You can tell me there's a trend line break. You gotta tell me there's an EMA bounce. You're gonna tell me supply and demand because right here there was liquidity on heat map level 2 that was saying there's limit orders up here. That's why this shit went like you can't, bro. You can't. There's no way you can't tell me the way I tell you that the volume moves the market and volume is a volume of executed orders. So I'm already ahead of you, bro. So don't even fuck around. Okay? Do you still have loss even with the whale or break even? Yeah, I have losses. I have losses. Let's go over a loss. Yeah. Let's go over one loss. Because Paper Trader wants to see my losses, so we're gonna go over losses. And I'm not fucking around. I'm on the I live stream Friday, and you can see on the live stream I caught this loss, right? I caught this loss, right? I caught it. Everything that I told you, right? London low, large whale buyer right here. There was a large whale seller right here, right? So I understand, right? When I came into the market, there's a large whale seller right here. There's a large whale buyer right here, right? I was betting that this large whale buyer right here is going to move price higher. Okay, right? I have the aggression here and I have absorption here, and it did not, it failed, right? I had my aggression here, right? I had my aggression, I had my absorption, right? So I did have something going on here at London low. Like I'm not revenge trading. I'm not telling you like I saw the buyers coming in, but there's no follow through, right? The sellers ultimately right here, 587 absorbed it, and then right here hit my stop loss. So what are we gonna do? Like I lose too. I lose too, guys. So it's not every day I'm winning. I lose too, but my winners are extremely bigger than my losses. Good morning, bro. A6 in the bill. Good morning. It's nighttime. A6. Okay, thanks for that. Paper trader making a return. Yep, yeah, I know. He's all out. Laughing out my yeah, brokey. Yep, get him. The paper trader is just one straight up hater. I know. Fucking glad. He can't even tell us if he's entering or he's not relevant. 1 second ground gauge is still accurate on a 1 minute candle, almost 99%. And for a trading style, he is following quick entry, well buys, exiting within minutes. Come on. Yep, he knows it. Aisha Gun. DJ, analyze live NQ chart, my guy. Ooh. I mean, telling you, bro. It's it's not Fugazi, it's not Fugazi, where it's not fairy dust. Guys, I don't even some of them are premium, some of them are not on the comments, but you understand, like, you know, um, the edge that we got already over you guys. So I hope you guys learned something. I put the links on everything that you need to, if you want the starter pack, you want the premium, you want the checklist, you want Discord, everything's on the chat. Yeah, but I see you guys. Whoever joined today, I hope you guys, I see you guys in the because I genuinely love to see people taking trades, on their own and fucking eating, right? And we're getting once people join premium, we're getting like instant like killers, like instant snipers, right? It's not like how if a signal caller just signals shit, and then if he's having a bad day or whatever, his students have a bad day, but we're all eating, you know, at different angles, and we're learning from each other, um, at different angle. Obviously, we're learning the same verbiage and the same strategy as me, but at a community that's focused on absorption, aggression, and a delta flip on the whale pivot model. I think it's a model that's second to none, and I don't think it's gonna come close to any kind of model that's been ever talked about on the on social media, and it's been getting noticed from a couple of big dogs in the space, and it's just the beginning, right? Like right now, I'm talking to like 50, no, actually like 100 people, right? I'm talking to 100 people right now, but right, it's only going to get bigger from here, and every audience I have on a Sunday gets very, very big. So my time right now is, I'm available, right? But there's certain things that's going on in the background. It's gonna take up my time. A lot of people talking about the one-on-ones. A lot of people talking about the mentorships, right? So I'm working on the mentorship on the background. I'm working on the one-on-ones on the background. I want to give you something that's more valuable than me giving you Sundays, um, every week. And then, I mean, I'm giving you Sundays every week. I'm giving you daily biases every week. I'm giving you trade recaps for free every week, and I'm also giving premium members my thought processes every week. So there's a lot of stuff that's happening like on top of each other. But ultimately, what I want to build for the next level, because I already know that my videos is catching everybody's eye. You know why I'm catching everybody's eyes? Because nobody is looking at the angle that I'm looking at, right? My whale pivot model, absorption, aggression, and delta flip. Nobody's looking at that, right? And then to put um more emphasis on premium, and then to put more emphasis on something bigger than that that's coming, um, uh, you know, in the near future, and then to be interviewed all over, and then possible stuff that's also going on in the background. It's like there's so much stuff happening in the background. That only I have Sunday night at 7 p.m. That's the only time I have free, right? Like all those live streams you see me do last week, no, we're not gonna have them. Like this is the only live stream I'm gonna do. Free class every week, and we're talking about what we just talked about right now, and then from the whole week we're just gonna win. You're gonna see it. We're gonna see it on Discord. We're winning every time. Um, we also lose, but there's more winners than losers. I can't get more genuine than that. There's not one person in the chat like, yo, I've been to premium. He's a scam, right? There's nobody in there that's saying, yo, my guy's a scam. Well, they're about to put that right now for the haters in the building and say, yo, I've been to premium. But that's all they're gonna say. Like they can't say anything else, man. Like it's been a great journey, and there's so much more I have to offer. And it's only like the surface level stuff that I'm teaching right now. And once I get to know um the in and outs of like maneuvering in social media, I think we're gonna make a couple of great moves. And you know, you guys are here, and you guys are just part of the beginning of the journey. And I hope I can motivate you to be more profitable and trade the way I trade and see the markets the way I see. Um, I will be active, like I am active here. Like we're only supposed to have an hour, answer all the questions, right? To best of my ability. And that's what I do on the Discord. I answer everyone's questions, and I'm as raw as it could be. Um, yeah. So if you like, the way I teach. If you think starter pack or premium is something for you, there's links in the chat. And other than that, there's a free Discord. I'm always available. If you want questions, DM me on the free chat or DM me personally or get the starter pack and get the premium and we'll go from there, guys. Right. So next time I guys see you, um, let's go, man. Like let's get a large audience for Tasty Live. So we're going Tasty Live on Thursday, 3:30. Let's get a lot of people joining the Tasty Live, and joining the movement. All right. So guys, I'll see you guys in Discord and enjoy your Sunday. Peace.